Okay guys, let's see if I can do this video with my voice. Welcome everybody to my channel. Rasa the dancer is here, and if you're tuning up for the first time, this is not my normal voice. I just literally finished a big festival, ABCD in London, and I lost my voice because I was teaching and I was doing all kinds of organizing things, and I just lost my voice during the weekend. Exhaustion, lack of sleep, all of the rest. Totally worth it, but I had to make this video for you because I'm still fresh from the excitement, and there was a lot of things happening. There was loads of people there, and I talked with so many people that were whether first time in their festival or first time in a huge festival, and they had so many questions. So I have decided to make a video of 5 things that you should definitely expect when you're going to a festival, and maybe that will help you out to actually plan before this festival or have certain expectations already as you're going into a big festival, and maybe that could help you out. And also feel free to add on your opinions in the comments too. So bear with me and let's get it started. Okay, so first point, not every festival or congress is the same. So now let me explain the type of festival, congresses or events you might have. Usually when you hear festival or congress, it means probably 3 days, if not more. Usually if it's an event, one-off, it's usually a one-dayer with an evening or just an evening. So if you're going to a festival or congress, you have different types. Some congresses are in hotels. If a congress is in a hotel, you expect to be staying in a room, and then you have dancing happening in the same hotel in different rooms, different types of styles, bachata in one room, salsa in another room, kizomba in another room. So it's very convenient. You can go from your room into any dance floor for your classes, up and down. Your stuff is in your room. Anything you need, you can pick up anytime you want. If it's a festival that is based on a venue that provides the place where you can have classes and evening parties, means you might have accommodation separately booked somewhere else. And a lot of the times when the festival is in a venue and not in a hotel, means that, for example, in London, we have ABCD in a venue, not a hotel, because in certain places, hotels are really expensive, and to hold a huge capacity, you have to find something that is further out, so very difficult for people to get to. Not impossible, but it is really difficult. So then you should not expect to have the same convenience. Some of the bags might need to be left in a cloakroom. You might not have the opportunity to change in the venue. You might want to think having a hotel close to the venue that you can go in and out. Maybe you would choose to drive rather than not, so that you could have your stuff in the car as well. So just when you go, prepare yourself a little bit differently, that the convenience might be not necessarily as it would be when you're staying in a hotel. So you might need to sacrifice certain things in order to be in that festival. It's still worth it if it's a great festival, if they have great teachers, great atmosphere and all of the rest, but be prepared. So always find out whether the place is in a hotel and you'll be staying in the same place, then you have different expectations. And if you're going to a festival that has different rooms and stuff and parties, but doesn't allow you to stay in it, then you might want to think about all of the things that could be a hiccup to make yourself more comfortable. Pre-think all of your travel journeys and everything, plan in advance, and then you might have a smoother, more enjoyable experience. Alright, second thing a lot of people talk about is what to wear during festivals or congresses. So one common thing that is true, if there's something specific that you should wear, there will always be announced in social media, wherever you saw the congress or festival. So they usually have theme nights, And if it's a theme night, it will say what kind of theme it is. Maybe 60s, maybe it's 80s, maybe it's animals, I don't know, animal print, all kinds of things. White party, red party, white and red, you name it. But they will always announce if it's a theme party and you are supposed to be, well, you're never supposed to, but encouraged to wear something according to the theme. Or sometimes they say fancy or bond night, which means just like putting on something nice, right? Now, if there's no theme, you are free to come as you wish. There used to be a time when we go out salsa dancing or bachata where we always dress up. It's not the case now. People are more relaxed. They have individual styles. They are comfortable in different things. So anything really goes. So never feel pressured that you need to wear one thing or another thing. Always keep in mind your comfort comes first. There will be, when it's a big festival, there's going to be a mixed group of people. So some will dress up, some will dress down, and it's all okay if it's not announced as a specific theme. However, in general, Saturdays tends to be the busiest nights, only because Fridays usually people work, and Sunday is usually the night before Monday, where Mondays usually people work. So Saturday tends to be the night that is the busiest, and hence why it feels more like a party for everybody, and hence why people tend to dress up more on Saturdays. Friday is kind of like an introduction. So if you're coming in on Friday and you want to introduce yourself with some class, you can dress up. But in general, it's an introduction, it's a start. It's not, usually people don't go as crazy as they would on Saturday. And Sunday is always a dress down. So Friday, you can still make an effort. Saturday, full on. And Sunday usually is a little bit more dressed down because it's a final night. Everybody's more relaxed and exhausted and not caring anymore, and feet hurting, so flats all the way. So this is how it usually goes when with a lot of people around. But as I say, no pressure, go with the flow, how you feel most comfortable with. But this is how it usually goes. But it's an interesting vibe because you actually can see people changing their appearance from Friday, Saturday to Sunday. Friday like, hey, here I am. Saturday like, I am arriving. And then Sunday is like, I give up. But that's the wonderful thing about congresses and festivals. We party so much, we dance so much, we learn so much, and we just, together we understand how these things work. Third thing, a lot of the people think that you have to come to a festival or congress with a group of people to really enjoy it. And it's not the case. There's so many people there that come on their own and they will be in the same boat as you. Now, the good thing actually to do is come and make sure you join at least 1 or 2 classes during the festival. When you go to workshops, when you go to classes, you get to dance with people, change partners, and you get to say hello, get to ask people's names, you get to connect. And then when the party starts, you recognize each other, you can hang out together, you will have more dances as well, and you won't feel like you're on your own. If you're on your own and you just come for the party and you have the confidence, great. If you don't have the confidence, come a little bit earlier, join in the workshops, and you will see that everybody's in the same boat. And then the more festivals and congresses you go, you start recognizing the same faces, and it becomes like a family. None of us really spend a lot of time together in terms of meeting individually and becoming friends, really close friends, but we come a salsa, bachata, or kizomba family and friends because we see each other in every single congress or party. So that first step, don't be alarmed. Come in, do some classes, say hello to people, and you'll see they'll embrace you, invite you for a drink or for a dance, stuff, and you won't feel like you're left out or you have nobody to be with and you feel lonely. We are all in there together. Just come to the classes and have some fun. Number 4 is specifically for beginners. If you're just starting, don't think that you need to be a particular level to go to a festival or congress. That is just not true. You should be the opposite. Dive right in and just get the experience. A lot of the people who come to festivals and congresses is a mixed group of people. So it's not true that only advanced people go to congresses. People who love to dance go to congresses. Now, the other thing is a lot of the times beginners worry that they won't be able to blend in. Not true. We embrace everybody, and every single festival and congress have classes for beginners as well. So to be honest, if you want to improve really quickly, festivals and congresses is a great way to do so, because you have 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of non-stop workshops all the way through, one after another. So it's the fastest, quickest way to improve, because you go through all of the workshops on Friday, then you dance all night, you get to practice. Then you go to all kinds of workshops on Saturday, and you get to practice. You get loads and loads of practice and learning in those 3 days. It's as if you would have done a month just normal regular classes. So be brave. You got my support. Go if you're a beginner to a festival congress. Don't worry about anything. There will be classes for you, and you will improve so much faster. Number 5 is not necessarily a tip. It's more me asking you to do something. And because I, part of organizing a lot of events, and I'm teaching in so many festivals and congresses. And what I see happen a lot, people are complaining usually about things without thinking of what actually it means for the promoters or teachers. I understand if you pay money, you come in, you have certain expectations, and you want certain standards to be met. And you have all of the right to do so. But a lot of the times it's interesting the type of complaints we get. And sometimes people speak to us as if we're not aware of certain things, or we have any control of certain things. And one of the things that people do is count the money that the promoters make. So they look around and say, oh, there's 600 people there. They're making loads of money, so how come they are not providing this, and that? How come there's not enough of this? How come there's not enough air conditioning? Or how come they didn't hire more people to take care of this and that and that? So stop counting the money according to how many people are there. A lot of the people don't even understand, where the money goes, and how much the venue costs, how much the teachers charge for their appearance in the congress, how much it costs the equipment to every single room, how many it costs to hire all different things, and all kinds of things, and things that go wrong. And so a lot of the times you look around and you think, oh, we come, we pay money, and there's loads of people here and nobody cares about us. It's not true. A lot of promoters, they really, they do it for the love of it. It's their life, and they're trying to do their best. Always give feedback. I'm not saying not complain. Always give feedback. But always try to, talk to the promoters and ask, this is something that I've noticed. Is there anything you can do about it? And I'm sure if you approach them like this, you will always have a very nice response and an explanation, and maybe even they would be like not realizing and be like, oh my God, I can actually make it better by doing this, and that would help everybody. But a lot of the times we get so frustrated with things and so worked up that we don't really think through, and we just assume that somebody's like not making an effort or not caring, or wasn't smart enough or something. So just be kind to organizers. They're doing the best, especially through these COVID times and everything. It's not easy to get everybody on board. People booked from all over the world. Now somebody gets COVID, they can't fly. Somebody came to the workshop just because of that person, but COVID happened and they couldn't fly, and they say, I pay money, I expect them to see, so just be considerate, think things through, but always give feedback. Always good. Like on this video as well, you can give feedback. I'll listen to it, right? But I say this not just because for us as teachers and promoters, but I say this also for you, just to understand that sometimes it seems like nobody cares about you. It's not true. It's a lot of things that happens that sometimes people are not aware how those things happen and how things can be managed beyond of what they can see. So this is another little tip that could help us and hopefully help you with your sanity. Oh my God, guys, we survived with my voice and all of the rest, but we managed to successfully do this video, and I really hope that this was useful. Remember, we have a comment section. Let me know how you feel. I love reading it. It's always super nice for me to know what you think. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel and check out this other video I made a while ago about congresses and what to do, not to do, or what to bring. And then also you can check out other videos including how to behave on the dance floor, which could be useful to you. Sending you my love. Hopefully the next video, the voice will be back. Bye for now.